Oh, there. Look at that. I think we get that close. Let's try one more time. I think it'll go this time. I'm going too quick. You can see it pulsating, and there it goes. Is it coming back? Front end. About that. Right, this was a 15 signal. You know, it's not gold or silver, but it could be a little bit ornamental, some kind of badge or something. Might be a bit more industrial. We'll just give it a gentle brush and see if any details come up. So here we are. Is that like a horse's head design? I don't think that's really ancient, but horse in the background. But it's not symmetrical. So, is that a horse's head? I do like that. But I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but there's just a very gentle breeze going through the trees. Look at that. That's nice. Right, let's see if we can't find anything about it. Okay, back to this little thing. I've just been told that this might be Saxon or Celtic. Wow, Wow! Bloody hell. Excuse my French. Now that makes a bit of a difference to where I'm detecting on. Right. Low and slow as we go. Sparrowhawk. Gone ecking off somewhere else. Okay, so we're 18. We're about. This is an 18 signal on the Equinox. Something there out of this hole. We're about 10 feet away from that horse's head. So let's have a look, see if there's anything interesting in here. Is that lead? Where is it? Oh no, it looks like a button to me. Yeah, button. Oh, just a few centuries later. Or 10 or 12. Oh well. That's a big beetle, isn't it? What size of that? Just trying to get out of the sun, so I'll drop him down there. Right, now. Right, let's just have a little look at where I found that possible Saxon or Celtic horsehead fastener thing. So there's just a little bank in here, and it was found, you might just see where that patch is. There's my bag. It's just to the right and slightly higher, halfway up that banking. So they could have been coming up that banking, they could have been coming down that banking, possibly on horseback. But there's a little, there's a dip over there, which probably floods a little bit. So they could have been coming down, get some water for the horses. You know, just imagining what 1,500 years ago or 2,000 years ago more. What would this little be? What would this little bit be like? Just had this little thing not far from where the horse head was. No pattern on it, but you never know. You never know. Could be something. Couldn't it? Shame there's no design on it. So a little summary. I don't know if we'll have time to do a bit more detecting. That's a George III copper coin. Buttons. I don't know if that's a lead bag seal or just a bit of lead. But there's a lead bag seal. Is that 1839? On the Russians. A bit of a buckle. Yeah. Now this, is that... It's got a curve on it. Is that part of a cooking pot or a plate? Or is it... I don't think it's a bit of farm machinery with it being curved. I think it's like a plate or something. Right, now, found, you know, quite close to each other. So that was 10 foot away from that, and that was 15 foot away from that. But you can't date these. Well, not very easily. But you just don't know the age of that. Don't know what that is. Could be part of some kind of, I don't know, horse harness type thing, I don't know. But of course, by far the star of the show. I mean, look at the material that it's made out of. It was a 14 that my first Saxon strap end came out at a 14, so I'm not saying that that means that it's Saxon, but if you look at the material, that could be the Saxon with a design, but it could be even older, couldn't it? But look at that, nobody's seen that horse's face in at least 1,600 years old, 1,600 years, maybe a lot more on top of that. But never expected that. But yeah, very nice. And if we just have a little wander, so here's the banking, and we'll just have a little hurry up. So it was just in the banking, just at the side there. The other little bit was in the middle, and the ring was just over here. But here's this just little water dip here. So, you know, this fills with, well, it gets very sodden in the winter. So this could be what they were coming for. It could have just been heading over that hill. You just don't know. Right, okay, so very close to where I had that horse head thing, just had this out. Don't know what that is. Seems a strange shape. Not sharp, but not blunt, and thin at one end and thick at the other. Is it just for going in the ground? But there's some hefty weight to that. And then I just had this on a 10 signal, and I saw that side and I thought, you know, hang on a second, we could be in again here. But I think it's a buckle. I think that's part of a buckle. So probably just a, you know, just 1,000 years or so later. Just had this, and it looks quite interesting. Might be a lighter or something, but it looks like there's a little design there. So I'm just going to give this a little brush down and yeah. There's a bit of a design coming through, isn't there? Right, I'll give it a brush down and then we'll have a look. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make out that writing, but there looks like there's, is there a, well, there's a circle which had writing on, and like a cross thing at the top. Writing right at the bottom. It might come up with a bit of oil on. I don't know if that's a kind of like a lion and a dragon, or not a dragon, but I don't know. Two things either side of a crest. There's hinges on the top. There's that thing in the middle. And it looks like it would have had something flip over. I thought, what's that in it? Could that be a cigar in the middle or something? I don't know. Looks more like wood. Is it? If it had a closed top, was it for lighting something? Don't know. Yeah, very strange thing. Interesting to have that in the middle of it. So I think I'll put together today's hunt as a separate video. I've been out a couple of times and not found much. A few little things. I was going to wait for an interesting item. I think this is certainly it. But how cool is this? So I found this just behind me, and if we look up, there's the real thing. 1,500 years later or whatever. Is there anything cooler than that?
So, clean this up a little bit. Still can't really read the writing. I'll have to get the magnifying glass on it. See if I can. And wondering what it was, but this was inside, and it's clearly a cork. So that was in there. So obviously it's some kind of wine or cognac or brandy or something along those lines. I can taste it now.